right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, this day, you're welcome to this wonderful Tuesday afternoon on as it happen for Biafran territory. Yes, plenty matter they happen, but one thing we are sure about is that no matter what happens, we are heading to somewhere. We are heading to the promised land, and we are sure that Biafra will definitely come. So that is one thing that has continued to give every Biafran hope. As the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko has reviewed the major reason, that what is it called? The vice president of the Nigerian Zoological Republic of atrocious nation. Yes, the prime minister don't come out and they talk waiting then can't do for Finland. The Nigerian government won't use backyard, they enter Finland. Wallahi. Yes, they won't use backyard, they penetrate to back door, they won't enter Finland. It's okay, they even talk say they are ready to render any help to Finland. What help can a country that is full of corruption render to Finland? That is the big question. They have an agenda, and their agenda is to make sure that they find a way to penetrate and extradite the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. But they forget that Finland is not Kenya. They forget that Finland is not Britain, UK. They forget that Finland is not just a country they can, they can push around or toss around or use, through their backyard runs to do their thing. No matter how they try, the reality is that, they cannot get Finland, to extradite the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko. That is actually not going to happen, But the Prime Minister, in his words, have come out to review and expose them once again. The meeting that was held, in Finland, the main reason why the terrorist and vice president, that is the leader of the Boko nation and the whole terrorists in the Zoological Republic of animalistic nation, have come out, to come to Finland to find a way to penetrate and go through the back door, to get what they are looking for. That country is too smart, and they know exactly what they want. And also, the president of Finland will not stoop so low to come and start discussing some kind, issues of that nature. Finland fought for their freedom. They understand what freedom fighting is all about. They understand what freedom fighting entails, and they won't stoop so low, to work with the Nigerian government, the animalistic government, and the Zoological Republic of the nation that has continued to buy innocent people, to continue to shed more blood on innocent Biafrans. Simon Ekpa Njoko has not committed any crime. Let us face reality. He has never committed any crime. Just the same way Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu never committed any crime. But the reality is that, we are actually, in a country where there is nothing like rule of law. The laws are not obeyed. The judiciary is messed up. Every system in the country ain't working. That is why you see these atrocious things that they do, they go with it easily and nothing is said or being done. But meanwhile, before we go further into these matters, make we hear within the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, they talk for the matters as it take happen for the zoo. Enjoy this video. Make una no forget to do the normal thing we wanna they do. Make sure say as you hear your brothers and your sisters, they also hear. The least way you supposed to do now to make sure say you share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible. Kachineke Mezioku.
President of Nigeria meeting with my president, which I know very well personally, Alexander Stubb. One thing everybody should know is that we are a country of rule of law. The president of Finland is not there at the United Nations to discuss Simon Ekpa, so he will not give that attention to them. That's number one. And because Nigeria is a very stupid country, ruled by foolish people, ruled by criminals, they don't know what is called rule of law. They don't understand where their boundary ends as leaders, as they address themselves. So they may go there and with the motive of telling President Stubb that, oh, what are you going to do to that Simon Ekpa? You know? So, of course, Stubb will never ever respond and answer them. That is, just take it from me. So what they did was to come and say they are soliciting for Finland support. Is it Finland that is the only country that came to the United Nations that they have singled out Finland to get Finland support? You know, I look at them and I laugh. What about their godfather, United Kingdom? What about the other countries? What about the other brothers that are fighting against Israel? They have not approached them. The man is going to France every second week, and he's very good with the French president. Why did they not mention France? Why on all the countries in this world, these criminals and terrorists did not see any country worthy? They are telling you, they just want to use it to do media propaganda in Nigeria, nothing else. You know, they will say, let us go there and take pictures with stuff, and then we use it to do propaganda so that they will know whether Simon Ekpa will run away. I live here for many years. I have known Stubb for many, many years. You know, so it's not about even knowing Stubb, Mr. President, but it's about following the rule of law. I have not done anything wrong. What I'm doing is right, and I will stand my ground anywhere, any day to defend whatever I'm doing today for the freedom of my people.
I want to conclude by saying one more thing here. When our Prime Minister is trending, our leader Mazen Kanu is trending. And when our leader Mazen Kanu is trending, Biafra is trending. And when Biafra is trending, we all know that our freedom is trending. Thank you, everyone. I will yield my mic here.
Thank you so much, MRJ. Thank you for your submission. We appreciate your coming to take the mic and making your submission. I'm just quickly going to remind you what the Prime Minister said on the on his tour to Australia. Just a little clip. It's exactly what we are talking about here. The reason why the whole 50 million people have voted for Biafra. The reason why we must leave that evil contraption called the zoo Nigeria. The reason is for survival. I'm going to play this. It's not going to take time for you to understand. For the likes of the stupid people who haven't keyed in, or the ones that have keyed in, but they are just here to disrupt us, or the people who know the truth, but pretending to themselves and not being honest to themselves, to let them know nothing at all that you present or bring here that is going to stop us. Nothing. Nothing. We are determined people. We are fighting for survival. It is beyond any other thing you can think of a human being will be, even a lower animal. Fight for survival. It is our survival. You heard what one of the speakers said. The whole of Benue State did the election, and every seat was won by APC. Benue State, can you imagine? Where people are being killed in mass and people are buried in mass grave. You have well over almost 2 million people in IDP camp over there. And everybody, the world, the local government, everything, every single, they say they sweep, every single thing. So we are fighting for survival. They want to, the incursion of the Fulani Caliphate is spreading. They are heading towards our area, and we must stop them. We must stop them. And to stop them is exactly what we are doing. So I just quickly want to play this. I just want to search for the beat that I want. Just a second, guys. I think I can play it from here. I think this is okay.
I want you to also understand that this self-determination for Biafra, the hunger for self-determination for Biafra, has also, as a result, come as a result of the socio-political marginalization. And now with the renewed Islamic Usman Dan Fodio jihadist, expansionist conquest, which is being resisted ruthlessly by the Biafra forces today. Our struggle and the liberation for Biafra has become a struggle for survival of you, your household, and your children. I am talking to the Biafra people now. For over 50 million Biafrans, which many of you are part of, who already voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. The argument for leaving Nigeria is not just about our identity, but it's all about the survival of our people. It is all about for peace. It is all about for our unity. It is for equity and progress and justice. Because anywhere there is absence of justice, what you have in place is anarchy. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this our Biafra liberation under my leadership and under Biafra government. As you all can see, the meetings and consultation with the members of the U.S. Congress continue to receive a desired attention. Our aim and objective is this multidimensional approach will at the same time be putting Biafra on the global stage, the global discussion. We are not one with Nigeria. We are pulled apart. The ethnic diversity is a very dangerous one. And today, the Biafrans in Australia will have the opportunity to be briefed on some of the high-level meetings of the United States with the United States officials. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And that's what many people are scared of. But you see, like the Israel Prime Minister, we will win, with or without you. We have taken the Biafra liberation to the global stage for the very first time since after the war. Even during the Biafra war, Biafra discussion, Biafra issue, Biafra cause, Biafra case were not in the global stage. The only reason that the Biafra case came to the global stage was as a result of the images coming from the dying children in Biafra land. That was the only thing that put Biafra on the global stage. And when the United States of America was contemplating supporting Biafra, those that were in the leadership of the Biafra then have no knowledge, they have no contact details, they have no lobbyists in the United States who could actually make them understand what is going on, and then also who could educate the policy makers and the decision makers of the United States. That didn't happen. Today, under my leadership and under this Biafra government, which is the government of the people, we have corrected that mistake. We have taken this liberation and the issue of Biafra to the stage that has never, where it has never been before, for the very first time. I will share with you some of the key outcomes of some recent meeting with the United States Congress regarding the recognition of Biafra independence. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the U.S. government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the U.S. government, the Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed, after educating these people, decision makers. We are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the US government, which until now currently has not had one. You may not understand the heaviness of the word I am speaking now, but you're going to know later on. And I believe Nigeria understand what I'm saying. For most members of the Congress we met, those we discussed with, this had been the first time the Biafra issue had ever been presented to them. As such, much of our discussion is providing an informational briefing on Biafra as well as Malay nature of the Nigerian terrorist government. We also discuss our activities such as the self-referendum, which already recorded over 50 million votes, and the upcoming December 2nd declaration. My fellow Biafrans and our friends and lovers of freedom, on Biafra Independent Declaration, the reception by the members of the Congress to our message has been very overwhelmingly positive. Not a single member of the US Congress we met, or those we met with, ever expressed any support for the Nigerian terrorist government. So, the main challenge currently is to fill in this information gap in Washington, D.C. And that's what our focus is now for the next 2 months. And to make sure we educate as many members of the Congress as possible. So many of you do not understand how this international politics or politicking is being played. For those who follow the history of the apartheid regime and the role of the US government in ending it, will understand why we are doing what we're doing today. There were explicit commitment and assurances given by members of Congress we met to support the Biafra cause. Added through different expressions, we are now working with members of the Congress on several groundbreaking initiatives, which are ongoing and will be made public at the appropriate time. Biafrans in Australia, I want you to understand that the defense of Biafra land, defense of our women and children will remain the most priority of this Biafra government. And that we are doing with everything in us. The support that we have received so far, the activities of the government can speak for itself. Biafrans in Australia, if you are still standing on the fence, watching how this will end, believe me, the time will come when we will not need your money. I remember that I have always said something similar, including in other measures that the Biafra government has taken in the past. And they will think that we are just joking. But at the end of the day, it will come to manifestation. Thank you for inviting me today. And remember, every penny counts.
Thank you for listening to that. I think that's a very big development in our restoration of Biafra. The feedback we got from the American legislators, it's a very, very fantastic feedback we've got from them. The mere fact that nobody Nobody supports the Nigerian cause and the Nigerian narrative. And the main fact that we are able to tell our own story, to tell the way it is, to be involved in the process of creating the Biafra policy for the United States of American government. It is a big, big shift in our restoration in a positive way. We can only get better. Like the Prime Minister said, we are bridging the gap. Bridging the gap in the sense that information is complete and accurate because it is directly from the people involved. So that gap that has been wide open, that has been abused, that has been manipulated, that has been thrown apart, that's caused so many lives, that has put us in where we are, that gap is being bridged by the activities of the Biafran government in exile and de facto government in the homeland, by our diplomacy, our diplomatic prowess that we are doing, with the support of our lobbyists. It can only get better. Don't be more positive. Don't even think otherwise. It's a game of international politics. And I know the zoo country will be quaving, be jumping up and down the place, will not know exactly what to do. They are going to now going out to meet whoever they are going to meet. They've thrown everything. Like the Prime Minister said, the photo you saw, the Shettima and his cronies taken with the Prime Minister of Finland, is to satisfy their home audience, to say, come on, you guys have been screaming, the whole insecurity in the Southeast is because of one man, Simon Ekpa. Can't you do something about that? You saw Musa jumping from one media house to the other, jumping from everywhere, not able to sleep, not doing his job, but blaming it on another person. You can't allow Simon Ekpa to take the airspace. Now, can you allow Simon Ekpa? Are you going to stop Simon Ekpa now? Talking to the legislators in USA. You can't allow Simon Ekpa to do this. You go and talk to them. You can't allow Simon Ekpa to do that. That is what it is. When you know what you are doing, there's nobody that can take it away from you. The bunch of loonies, the bunch of these people over there don't know what they are doing, which is the zoo, Nigeria. They have caused so much damage, so much pain, so much genocide, so much killings on our people, because a bunch of them do not know what they are doing. And we cannot carry on this way. And that is exactly what the multi-dimensional approach our Prime Minister, the bridge, and the de facto government in the homeland are using. Look at the short period. In fact, Elias, which is one of the lobbies, said he is astonished the speed and the progress which we have made. He is so astonished. That is why you know that everything we are doing, Chukwokika Biama is on the throne. And you know that we are blessed to have the men piloting this restoration, because they know what they are doing. They have sacrificed everything. I know the meaning of sacrifice. Everything they have sacrificed. You know, they've put their life online, their businesses, their everything for what they are doing. Elias said to us the other day, I don't know if this guy sleeps. Our Prime Minister, he says, I don't know whether he sleeps or not. He's there. He said to us that you haven't seen the best of me. You now start seeing the best of me. And we are now seeing the best of you, Prime Minister. He said, I walk with speed. If you are not, if you don't have that pace, you cannot walk with me. And you can tell that he is a full package. the full package that is going to restore Biafra. And that is why they are all dying. They are all envious. The Yoruba Ronus and the Afonjas and all of these, the likes of the Abubakars and all of the Arewas and all of them, especially his own brothers and sisters who are Biafrans, who know they cannot do what he's doing. They are still very envious and jealous of him. The guy is the full package. He is the last bus stop to restore Biafra. Get it into your empty skull and know that you cannot do no jack about it. And fall in line and stop messing around the place. We are fed up of your nonsense that you're putting out there, especially the Biafrans who are our brothers, who have failed by going to support the London boy, Obi, who is a criminal that he is. They have failed. They will not accept their failure. Address your problem and then move on. You have failed. Even the best way to decide who rules you is by voting. That is your legal right. But yet, the zoo deprive you people of it. You obedient. The zoo deprive you of it. You could not even do anything with that. And you are still clamoring and still talking trash. Open ego space, talking trash every day over there. Because you're going nowhere. You are already at the end of your tether. You cannot go further. Not even an inch any further. But why Biafra restoration leading by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Mazinam the Kanu holding on in there, sending the message, I am with my spiritual son. And that is why I am not going to move an inch. It is Biafra. I have promised Biafra. I have given everything for everything. And he said he will not disappoint. And he's leading from the front. He said it. He did not even realize that that's the way he's going to lead from the front. But he's leading from the front because he's steadfasted. He's standing strong and he's standing straight. It has made us to achieve everything we are achieving now. And he has said to them, you cannot try me. And he knows that. And he said he's happy to wait more. He's happy to wait more years as long as justice is God. And he knows that his son, his spiritual son, is getting the justice. And that is what he's doing. And if you don't know, you don't know. That is the bottom line. And when Prime Minister said, what you don't know is bigger than you. And a lot of these people know the truth, but they have failed themselves. And we will continue to strive to progress, and we are heading to Biafra because our eyes is on the rising sun and nothing more. And the sun will continue to rise. Right now, the sun will continue to rise from the east, and nothing will stop the sun rising from the east. And that is where our eyes is, and that is where we are heading to, and that is where Biafra is. So my people, we will do this many more time. Because the situation now is that, just listen to what the tech guy said, they are going to come, but we will not, they will do everything like they say, they will kill us, we will kill them, Biafra will come. This is exactly the situation. Even on the space, they are now regrouping. They can't do nothing. They are waiting for the convention, 29th of November to 3rd of December. They are now regrouping. How are we going to flood the social media? How are we going to flood the media on what they are doing? Mate, you are too late. You are too late because no amount of ganging up. The worst you could do is to take the mic away from us. That will stop what we are doing. My sister Stella, I welcome you to this space. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Today is the biggest lesson I've learned on coming to this space, but I'm still standing. I appreciate you coming. And for every single one of you that have been here, I do appreciate you being here with spirit, the Biafra spirit that is in us. And that is why I am here. Thank you. Stella, the mic is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Please, good job. I want to encourage you for the job you're doing. You understand? Don't mind them. All their wickedness, they will find their place in hellfire. You understand? Some don't believe it. Well, that you don't believe it does not change the fact. It does not change the truth. Whether you believe it or you don't believe, wicked people will find their place in hellfire. He's waiting. Close your eyes, you find out. When you close your eyes, you find out, and it will be so late, too late for you to change. Continue. Continue. In your wickedness, continue. Don't stop. Oh, don't stop. Don't stop your guys. Pick up the mic and let's discuss, because their target is to frustrate the host, frustrate the co-host, and bring down the space. That has been their target. The way they roll, it's not working. It's not working. Your wickedness is not working. And I'm telling you, God is going to prepare for all you Afonjas, all you Solumadu, Buomadu, Solumadu, Jembal. You know what I mean? Solumadu, Buomadu, Solumadu, Jembalu. You Solu the same person. When you kill somebody, eh? Then you join one of the people. Then you join the same people that are crying out to go to funeral of the same person you killed. They are here. They are here. That was how Onyendu gathered people, and they were speaking, and he thought he was speaking to his own brothers. He turned around, the same people sold him out. Here everybody is a suspect. Everybody is a suspect until this Biafra comes. Okay, that's what it is. Everybody is a suspect until this Biafra comes, because if ndị ya na ndị onye ndu nọkọ ọnụ na-eme na ha na-achọtala anyị Biafra, lelee onye ndu n'onwe ya wele gote n'akpa. Lelee onye ndu n'onwe ya sold onye ndu himself. The people he was working and activate, how do you say it? Looking for Biafra with, turned around and sold the same onye ndu, collected the money and pocketed it. Here, everybody is a suspect until Biafra comes. So be careful of what you do, because God is watching, because he is the final judge, and he will judge all of us one after the other of all your activities. He will judge and give the punishment also. So I want to salute you, Claudine, love you. I salute Mazi Dake, I salute Rage. That guy is here. All the ministers in the house, I salute. Ugo 247, Mr. Snow, Unuzulezu. Otu nwa mwanya Ochokwu. Ife, Iwunne. So we are many here. Let me go down. Okay. I salute Osino Hajikins, 67. 677. I salute you all. Throw away salute for that matter. Osino Enemo. I salute you. I'll change my name. Betono. I salute you all because you are down. And Osino Decency. Okay. Sister P. Hey, Sister P. Oh, I salute you. Oh, Vincent, Cyprian, I salute everyone. And then my regular people, I salute all of you. Emeka Ragu, I salute you. Oh, we are many here. Oh. Let me just go to the topic before I forget my thought, why I came. So good afternoon from here, and the topic is Urobo Isoko is Biafra. Compel reasons for over 50 million votes for Biafra restoration. Urobo is Biafra. Isoko is Biafra. All of us are Biafrans. Whether they like it or yes, we are all Biafrans. And Biafra this year will be restored. You know? You see, when one Nigerian is, when they are thinking about it, they feel sad, you know? Like one of our brothers was talking about the maid. Whether the maid or the slave, this maid, this slave, hey, this maid or slave, we have graduated though. We have become experts, smart. We've also been able to organize ourselves. We have created a state within a state. You understand? This maid has graduated. You know, like I told you this story. A wicked madam and a wicked Oga like Fulani. You know? They will treat this maid, his maid that will sweep the house. They have their own children. Maid will sweep the house. Maid will cook. Maid will go to market and come back. Maid will service even Oga like our brother. Like our brother said, maid will, maid will do everything. Eh? You ended up sharpening the maid. You ended up making the maid bright. You ended up making the maid smart. In fact, you have ended up making the maid number one in town, and the husband comes around and marries her. The husband will start enjoying because automatically the maid will know how to cook. The maid will know how to sweep house. The maid will know how to meet this time her husband. The maid will know how to go to market, cook good food. Cook good food, not like my Mbe, like real food. And at the end of the day, who is losing? Oga and Madam children are losing. Oga and Madam children will end up losing. So listen, this our maid. You call us maid, you call us slaves, call us whatever. Our own God is has not called us that. In fact, we have graduated and elevated, and even our back you can't see anymore. You understand? We've been able to organize ourselves, created a state within a state. We have liaison offices all over the whole world. Biafra armed forces are there defending our land, fighting, defending our people. That was why they said suddenly they now started to plan to bring so-called, what do you call them, the IDP camp people. They displaced in the north. They now suddenly wanted to bring them down to Biafra land. And today we are hearing that Boko Haram has infiltrated the IDP camp in Borno State, no? Borno State. And so their governor is raising alarm. But I wanted to ask, since Borno is not yet conquered by the Fulanis, I don't know. Because it's only them that are crying out, we know, we've heard of. Borno. Another people that are crying out is it Nasawara or Masawara? I don't know, you know. These two states are crying out. These Borno people, this one, their governor is crying out. It seems houses are there. Because any part of the north, you hear them crying out and shouting. The real houses are still there. So I want to encourage the Borno people to fight harder. Fight harder. I wanted to ask, houses, where are you? You have to get up and fight now before it is too late. Stop looking for the people that are killing you to come and defend you. You heard T.Y. Danjuma said it. He said, rise up and fight, or they will kill all of you. That your Nigerian army, Nigerian police, they collude. Nigerian armed forces collude. They collude with the bandits. They collude with Fulani herdsmen. They are one and the same. I'm talking to Borno governor now and your people, Borno. Rise up and fight. Fight. Stop waiting for Nigerian armed forces to come and defend you or Nigerian police to come and defend you. They are the people killing you. They facilitate their movement. Nigerian armed forces facilitate the movement of Boko Haram, the movement of Fulani herdsmen. They facilitate it. In Biafra land, in fact, they are it. Nigerian armed forces are Boko Haram. Nigeria police, Boko Haram. One and the same. You heard it from Musa now. Musa said they are on asymmetric war. War against who? War against Biafrans. You get it? They have been playing a wild chase. We understand it. But we understand it. The only people that are not understanding it is still the same one Nigerians, the Hausas, the Yorubas, or the Afonjas that are not understanding it. Because we Biafrans, we understand how they rule. So when you hear Musa, we are on asymmetric war. War with who? War with Biafrans. You now ask, what did Biafrans do? We refuse to be converted to Islam. Biafrans refuse to become Muslims. Biafrans refuse to be ruled with Sharia law. This is the crime of Biafrans. So they now decided they will kill us, they will annihilate all of us. Until they dig their how do you say it, bury their Quran in the Atlantic. That was what they said. Shettima, your vice president, the founder of Boko Haram, number one known terrorist organization in the whole world. No, your vice president is the founder. So what are you talking about? You pretend you go to open space. You pretend you don't know. You know what is happening. In fact, you are colluding too. You collude. You collude with Nigerian government. You facilitate their movement. You enter into space and begin to support one Nigeria. You close your eyes on the killings, on the chopping up of heads of innocent citizens, of innocent Biafrans and Christians and non-Muslims that are killing. You close your eyes towards it. You collude. You are colluding. Stop. Stop your pretense. You go there, you collect money from Nigerian government, you open a space, you come there and you are yabbing, babbling. That's what you do. We understand you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to know the real story of what's going on in Nigeria and in Biafra land. This space, Biafran spaces, are where you will go to and you get the truth. You get the real cocoa. My people call it the real cocoa. You get the real news, not fake news. So I appreciate all of you. And another thing I wanted to talk about is, somebody was talking about saying, how do we, the Musa will always lament and lament. So I've been thinking, what do they really want from us? So, the Afonjas, the Fulani Mujahid Arabs that are visitors in that geographical location. Fulani Mujahid Arabs are migrants. They are visitors. They are nomadics. They are just on the move. Like Satan that is going up and down, going up and down. God will ask Satan, where are you from? Said, I'm not from anywhere, what? I'm just going up and down, going up and down like that. This is what the Fulanis are doing. They're only going up and down, and looking for a land to conquer. And they have found that geographical location called Nigeria a place to conquer. And they've been conquering. And they've been winning. So the remaining indigenous people, before it's too late, rise up and fight. So I've been wondering, was like thinking, so what do they really want from us? I've been thinking is, what do they want? What does Musa want from our PM Simon Ekpa or from Biafra government in exile? Musa, what do you want? I've been thinking about it. Musa wants us, fold your hands, watch as I kill Biafrans. Like Shettima that went to UN. Allegedly, you know what he will be discussing with Finland? Give us the head of Simon Ekpa on the platter of plates. Give his head to us. Give us out. Tell us what you want, Finland. We will give you crude oil for the rest of your lives. Allegedly, that's what they will be discussing. Shettima failed woefully. Like woefully. Shettima failed. I'm sure he went back crying. Got to Nigeria, Papa. You know his Papa now. Official about. See what they said though. These people refuse to give us the head of this man. What do we do? Official about. Partition Nigeria. That's what you're supposed to do. Partition it, dissolve it. Partition it at least into 4. That place is, people there is well over 220 something million. Partition it,